Hello everyone and welcome back to the Belgian Beer Brothers channel. Cedric here in Antwerp with number 3 in my Vandestreek series. This is the last one that we're having as a loose beer because tomorrow we are gonna start with those barrel-aged collab series. So tomorrow we're gonna start with the first of 6 barrel-aged collabs of 2023, the first batch, and then next week we will be transitioning into the 2025 barrel-aged collab series, and I think that we are gonna end up with the one from the Antwerp Brewing Company because that is a brewery that I'm familiar with. But until then, today we are having the Risky Business. This is quite the special beer, but I am looking forward to trying this because this is a Tawny port and red wine barrel-aged Imperial Stout. So first off, it is an Imperial Stout that holds 11.8% ABV, and this Stout is originally brewed with water, malted barley, oat malts, hops and yeast, so I'd say quite typical. But they tell us here, discover the red wine and tawny port notes in this new Russian Imperial Stout in the Risky Business series. Scooch on over and enjoy Burgundy goods. Oh, and I love when people do this. Artwork by Atelier Jamie Nee, and it is a very nice artwork with the barrel here, and it has like a bunny jumping into a hat with plants. And I think Tawny port and red wine is not the only thing that was in these barrels, but lovely label, like the can as well, by the way. This is a printed can that is labeled afterwards, so they do have their printed base cans. A bit dusty here. Okay, so yeah, they made this Imperial Stout 11.8%, and then they aged this on Tawny port and red wine barrels. I like this. Why? Or I like this idea. Why do I like this so much? Because red wine is often a bit drier and has a lot of tannins. Oftentimes the wood from the red wine holds its tannins a bit longer because there are tannins in the grape peels from blue grapes, as well as in the oak wood itself. So that is a neat little combination. Also, red wine can be fruity, but if the red wine isn't, then the Tawny port will probably be so. And those are all flavors that I really like, so I am extremely curious for the combination of all these flavors. So let's dive right in. We've talked about the beer, we've talked about the can. I just want to point out once more that I love this frivolous, festive glass by Vandestreek. Ooh, nice and thick, a bit oily. Let's get some foam on there. Oh, I really have to work to get foam on there. There we go. Eventually they all cave. Okay, this is pitch black. Not even at the bottom do we see any light seeping through. Yeah, I can't even make up any color. No, not even the deep red that I expected. So this is absolutely pitch black. Nice and thick, not translucent at all. Let's just say brown foam. I'm not even gonna bother calling this beige or dark beige. This is just brown. Even though I had to work to get foam on there, a very nice thick centimeter of lovely smooth foam. Absolutely love it. Very aromatic as well. Oh, this smells almost exactly the way I expected this to smell, which is rare, so score. Now, first off, of course, I get roasty aromas. I get some coffee, but I also get a bunch of chocolate, and that is what I didn't expect. Nice roasted coffee, a bit burnt, a bit breathy as well. And then on the fruity side, I do get like berries. Yeah, I get some red berries, and this might be in my head, this might be like confirmation bias all over, but I do seem to get some vinous aromas as well. It's like, yeah, an empty bottle of red wine, the remainders thereof. So I am very curious to taste this. So let's not procrastinate. Cheers! Oh, mama. Oh, it's a lot. It's complex. It's interesting. These are gonna be 3 good weeks. Just like in the aroma profile, flavor profile, starts off with, of course, those typical roasty flavors, a bit of burnt wood, even a bit of coal, a bit less chocolate in the flavor. However, chocolate does come back in this story. But what really grabs my attention is how warming this is. Not necessarily boozy. It's not like alcoholic. It's just very warming. And I didn't expect that. A bit later on in the flavor profile, so after the roasty, the burnt flavors, we are coming back to those tannins, to those vinous. Yeah, it's a combination of that wine, port, a bit of tannins, those red berries that were in the aroma as well. So that combination comes up after those roasty thingies. And what is left is like toasted bread, more coffee, a tiny hint of those berries remain. Yeah, and there it is. So that was the initial sip, but second sip, third sip, sort of pushes the coffee out of the way and reintroduces the dark chocolate. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not sweet or anything. It's not candy. I'm not having like a Mars bar, but there is a bunch of dark, bitter chocolate in here as well. Yeah, very nice. Even if this kind of beer is not your cup of tea, and I'm not the biggest fan of stouts in general, and I'm not really into the barrel aging hype, although let me rephrase that. I love barrel aged beers, but not for the sake of barrel aging. I love barrel aged beer like any other kind of beer when it's done right. And this one is really done very nicely. Actually, barrel aging in red wine barrels is still on my bucket list, and this just confirms that I really have to do this someday. Okay. The aftertaste is extremely pleasant. Never thought I would say that about a stout. Because, I'll let you in on a secret, I don't really like coffee. Whenever I drink coffee, even my students tell me, like, you're not drinking coffee, you're drinking soiled milk or dirty milk. And whenever I drink coffee, it is like 2/3 milk and top it off with some coffee. But in this case, yeah, very, very nice. The aftertaste is a bit weird. And even though it is very complex, it is also balanced, which also comes as a surprise to me. But it really dances that ledge between the coffee part and the chocolate part. And currently, the cocoa part is winning, but I'll have to nuance this. The after flavor of this beer right now for me is having hot cocoa by the campfire. And by that I mean I get those chocolatey flavors. It's warm, it is dark chocolate, it is bitter, but I still get those roasty, ashy flavors embedded in that chocolate. So it is like drinking hot cocoa near a campfire. Just get me some s'mores and I'll be happy. No, that's a joke because I really hate s'mores. But don't tell the kids. Yeah. I think this is the first time that I'm gonna give a stout a 4. This really ticks a lot of boxes for me, so... Okay, all I can say is my compliments to the brewing crew at Vandestreek. This is an absolutely lovely beer. I bought this actually to do what I'm doing now, to start the series off. And because I had to fill up like 3 weeks, I wanted to do 15 beers instead of 12. But this is already a huge success, so I cannot wait for tomorrow to start those barrel-aged collab series. I know that we're gonna see beers brewed with Antwerp Brewing Company, with Case, with La Pirata, with Le, with a bunch of breweries, all barrel-aged, all different styles, from red ales to Imperial stouts to you name it. I think there's even a Baltic Porter, I'm not sure. This is gonna be quite the trip. So I will see you guys again tomorrow with the first of 6 barrel-aged collabs from 2023. Until then, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment down below. If you want to support this channel, either subscribe to the newsletter, visit the Patreon page, become a Patreon. There's a free tier, there's also supporting tiers. If you want to see me in Antwerp, hit me up, send me an email, we'll fix something up. And if you want to see more, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you'll get notified whenever I upload something, which should be pretty much every day for the next 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 days. And after that, who knows, we'll see. Until tomorrow, cheers.